Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Southern View. I am Ankit Tyagi. You are with NDTV. Now, a big controversy around an actor, Kannada actor Ranya Rao, who was arrested after 14-kilogram gold bars worth 14.56 crores were seized from her at the Kempegowda International Airport in Bengaluru. Now, sensational details are coming out of this, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, the DRI, that's the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, has said that this woman visited Dubai 27 times in just 1 year. And that raised the red flag as far as the agency is concerned. In fact, they said that 14.2 kilogram haul is one of the largest seizures that they have made at the Bengaluru airport in the recent times. Ms. Rao is a stepdaughter of a senior IPS officer, Ramachandra Rao. Remember, he is a DGP rank officer, and she was arrested on Monday night by the DRI. The agency, which operates under the Ministry of Finance, has been monitoring her movements due to her frequent trips to Dubai. The customs sought 4-day custody of the 33-year-old actor during the hearing of her bail petition. Objecting to this, her lawyer said Ranya Rao was sent to judicial custody as DRI had no further questions to ask. Now, when she has moved a bail petition, the Custom Department needs her custody. The lawyer, in fact, was trying to say that this is just an insurance custody, which is they are taking, at this moment. The court has reserved the custody order for tomorrow. But this, ladies and gentlemen, raises some very big questions. Number one, was this is it a syndicate that this woman was involved in? 27 trips. This is not the first time, possibly, that she has got gold from Dubai. Apart from that, did she use her father's influence of being a senior IPS officer to try, in fact, and go through a sail through the customs and the various security checks at the airport? Remember, she has worked opposite actor Sudeep, the superstar Sudeep, in a movie in 2014, has featured in some other movies as well. And is there now some sort of connivance of the airport officials, certain police officials, as far as this entire syndicate is concerned? And more importantly, somebody coming from such an accomplished family, a successful actor herself, why would someone like this fall for the trap of the gold smugglers? That's a big question. At this moment, we are being joined by Mr. Sanjay Sahai, former ADGP, Karnataka. We are also being joined by Anant Kuchukudi, senior journalist, who is joining us from Kerala. Also, in fact, being joined by Sanjana Galrani, Indian film actress, joining us from Bengaluru at this moment. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. Let me, Sanjana, out of curiosity, let me ask you this. It's a very glamorous, high-profile life that you are leading. What would compel an actor coming from an accomplished family to, in fact, get herself embroiled in a controversy like this?
Firstly, she's not a successful actor. I don't mean to demean her because she's in this racket, but I didn't even know her name before this particular racket. And in 2014, she was like a one film beauty. She came in one film and she's gone, and nobody knows where she's gone. And after that, in 2025, we see her in this particular news. Even in 2014, we just knew there's some new actress. New actresses have to do 4-5 films for them to actually be identified, recognized, to be known by their name. So she didn't have that identification. And there's no justification, no sympathy for this particular kind of a racket. This is clearly out of human greed. This should be condemned. She has not only stolen, she's not only done the gold smuggling, trying to steal it into the country, but she has also misused the airport protocol. So there's a corrupt system which happens in the airport, in the protocol, where actually the protocol is for the politicians, for the dignitaries like MLAs, MPs, and the MLAs and MPs, or any of the successful politicians, national, and what happens is they tip the protocol people $500, $1,000, $2,000, and the protocol people escort the particular VVIP. So what happens with these hyper intelligent people like this, who don't have any VIP status, but they want to flaunt a VIP status? What she has done done here is she's landed and then she's kept her protocol ready saying, okay, I'm such and such a person's daughter and you better escort me from inside to all the way outside with minimum checkpoints. So she has, and obviously she happens to pay, we have to pay
I'm
like
sure that will
500,000,
be
2,000
investigated.
bucks.
But what I wanted to ask you
So this is
also.
not allowed at the first place.
Yeah.
The very fact that she's been escorted by somebody else, she's not of that particular dignified stage to have protocol service.
Okay.
So you have to address the whole system from the grassroots level. You know, just for
I'm sure those
2,000
things
bucks
need
they
to be
do it.
looked in. But what
For 2,000
viewers
bucks
are
they do
also.
it,
Hold on,
Ankit.
Sanjana. Hold on.
But imagine
Hold
the
on,
kind of
Sanjana.
gold that's getting smuggled in.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what viewers would also be interested in to get some insights as far as the glamorous world is concerned. Is it apart from the greed, just to try and keep up the facade of being, a certain kind of lifestyle that people associate with actors and actresses? This is not the first actor who may or may not be as successful to be embroiled in this kind of controversy, whether it's a drugs or any kind of controversy. Also, there have been many who have been named or at least been caught in this. Do you think that this is the pressure to keep up with that kind of lifestyle that throws people into these kind of activities?
What's the question for me?
Yes.
What's the question for me?
Yes, Sanjana.
Yeah. So there's no pressure. Everybody wants to have a good life. The only thing is that when it is an actor or actress who's involved, it comes up to national channel and the media trials happen. When a normal person does it, there's an article for a day, there's an article for 2 days, and it dies down. But when there's even 2,000 kilos of drugs is caught, it doesn't come on national channel because that happens every second day with layman people. But the second identified name is there, then you put a pin on it, and then it's all over the news. It goes viral. It becomes the viral news of the country, of the world, etc., etc. But whosoever it is, such activity should be completely condemned, and it is uncalled for. And this is not something that we can take inspiration from. Absolutely, absolutely condemn this.
Okay, Mr. Sahai, let me ask you this, sir. Now, because she's her father, her stepfather, let me clarify, is a senior ranking serving police official, DGP rank police official. Does he also come under some sort of scrutiny? Though he has released a statement, said that there is nothing that he has to do with this woman. She got married 6 months back, has not been in any contact with the family. Is it the status that has been exploited of her father as far as this entire nexus is concerned?
Investigations don't run on statements. Investigations don't run on positions. Investigations run on whatever clue is there and in manner which that investigation needs to happen. The clue to this particular investigation or this actor getting caught by the DRA is primarily because of her travel pattern. Traveling any number of times, I think 4 times in 10 days and 10 times in 3 months and 30 times in 1 year, that will raise suspicion under any circumstance. And that is from where this whole thing started. We will start from where the whole thing has started, at least geographically. I think most of us would have transited out of Dubai airport, and you would have realized how difficult it is to go through the metal detector of Dubai airport. Leave aside all other AI-enabled and other technical resources which is available at Dubai airport. It is next to impossible for you, even with a belt, to cross the DFMD. How she has crossed with 14.8 kgs of gold on her, I think God only can answer. It will be a very detailed investigation, and this investigation certainly has equally or more important Dubai component to this whole exercise. Every single travel, why it has happened, what is the purpose, who funded, and the gold trail from where it is procured till the time where it is dispensed. I think the seizure which happened in her house has 2.07 crores worth of designer jewelry.
Right.
She is not bringing designer jewelry. She is getting either ingots or biscuits and things of that nature. As to how it transformed into designer jewelry and what is this whole supply chain of a well-oiled syndicate. What she is carrying on her, if you get into the detailing of it, I think it needs huge amount of expertise, both by way of what her body can carry, the way it is managed by her belt or whatever, whichever way it is done. And that supreme level of confidence of going through, even if the protocol services were exploited. Now, with regards to the protocol services, she is not entitled to any protocol service whatsoever. And there has been somebody who goes there, helps her out. Now, the entry part of Dubai airport we have talked about, we will not get into the middle level detailing of it. But once you are landed in India, that is the Bengaluru International Airport,
Yes.
and you are coming out, this escort service will pick you up somewhere before the immigration, take you through the immigration, and once you are coming to the customs side, it is for the passenger to declare that they are carrying stuff which will attract customs duty in this country.
Right.
And this, in this case, necessarily so. So that protocol is not in a position, though it is misuse of protocol, but it is not in a position to play around with carrying of gold outside Bangalore International Airport.
Okay, Anand, let me bring you in.
Henceforth, as you come out of the airport, there is a government service, government vehicle which is being provided. And that takes her to her destination. So that is another intriguing part. The father says for 4 months he has not been in touch. But all these things to happen on its own, I think I'll leave it to your imagination.
Absolutely. I can't walk into an airport saying that my father is a DGP and all these things will be provided to me unless and until somebody actually makes some sort of an effort. But all that is conjecture. The investigation has to prove a lot of things. But Anand, let me ask you this, because you hail from Kerala, and in Kerala also there has been a very high-profile gold smuggling case with a lot of political connotations that took place. In investigation still on in that. I just want to understand from you what makes the state, this kind of operation so lucrative from Dubai to either Kerala to Karnataka, and what are we picking up particularly with this case?
Hi Ankit, thank you for having me. I'd say that it's practically the customs duty and the duty that the government of India employs on gold that makes it very lucrative. So even if a person brings on a very little quantity from abroad and manages to evade the customs and manages to bring that gold into the country, the person can still make a decent amount of money. It can pay for the travel, it can pay for a vacation, and a lot of people, I think, they do that. In Kerala, it's especially through the Calicut airport. There's a Calicut airport which is notorious for these kinds of nabbing of people on a daily basis. And these may not be celebrities; these are everyday people. Some people who are laid off in the Gulf GCC countries, or people who may not have the wherewithal to travel, go for a vacation. There are so many people who are doing this as mules on a daily basis in Calicut airport that they have almost. It's almost difficult for them to stop so many people, because these become every day you can see it in the newspapers, in the local newspapers, that so many people have been caught trying to as per your
But Anand, tell me one thing, because there have been also some high-profile busts that have taken place in Kerala also with people from the glam industry, the film industry, politicians, bureaucrats related to them. A lot of people being caught. What attracts this kind of class to these crimes?
Well, I can't put a finger on it. Maybe in the case of this Ranya Rao, as Sanjana said, she may not be so successful as an actress, and there are so many people in the film world and also high-profile people who make one successful film and they continue to stay relevant in the showbiz in some way or the other.
Yes.
In the high-profile case in Kerala, the Swapna case, which involved the office of the chief minister, that was an altogether different case. It was a complete syndicate of sorts where they exploited the Green Channel. And it's in this case also, I suspect that there's a huge syndicate behind this, because it's impossible
Absolutely.
to happen.
As Mr. Sahai was also saying, a lot has been left to imagination, but the fact remains that it's not an easy operation to carry out without a lot of patronage. Sanjana, I want you to come in at this moment. If somebody is watching you and if they are trying to get a break as far as the industry is concerned, a lot of people do try a lot of. What would you like to say to them? Because these sometimes also become very easy routes to try and earn quick bucks, isn't it?
I was seeing the sections on Google. What happens if you are caught in gold smuggling, small or big quantity? So you're convicted anywhere from 5 years to 20 years. This girl has some guts really to do something like this. Like for us, like after seeing all this, even if you buy a thin chain which we're wearing and coming, we're like, are we smuggling it in? Oh my God, are we going to be caught? Oh my God, what is going to happen to us? We've not even killed a rat, so we don't have that particular guts to go all out and do something like this. And at the cost of your life, like, I don't think this girl will get a bail very easily. Even if she gets a bail, I don't think this case is something which will get quashed, because this will definitely call for conviction. And the whole irony of this case is, I'm feeling very bad being from the Kannada film industry, that everybody is saying this Kannada film actress, this Kannada film actress. So the word Kannada film industry is in the news for all the wrong reasons. That really breaks my heart.
Right.
Kannada film industry is known for legendary movies and doing the best films like Kantara, KGF, and getting national awards. And what is this? The Kannada film industry title is being thrown out everywhere for the wrong reasons.
Being discussed.
That's really not accepted.
Being discussed for the reasons that nobody related to this industry would want it to be discussed for. Mr. Sahai, let me give you the last word on this. Like you said, it seems to be a very sophisticated operation, sir. And what would you expect as far as this investigation is concerned? Making just statements or trying to, in fact, prove yourself innocent, that won't work, isn't it?
So let's get over what is happening in the media and what is happening in social media and variety of other things. Investigations don't happen in that manner. It has never happened. It will never happen. So that is the disclaimer where I start with. It is a very well-oiled machine with the level of precision we are not in a position to imagine. And as my press reporter friend from Kerala was saying, it is a standard operating protocol which is happening day in and day out. Only DRI has seized, I think, 1,400 kgs of gold in the fiscal year 23-24. Do you intend to say that this whole thing has happened through lone wolves? Has it happened through a couple of individuals who have got frustrated and want to make easy money?
Right.
It has not happened because of that. There might be some people coming from the Myanmar route. That Myanmar route is the main route. Today only 36% of the gold which is seized in this country happens through the airports.
Right.
So there is a huge 64% happening somewhere else. And it is not starting and ending. You can focus as much as you feel like on Bengaluru International Airport and might be the correct reason or even the correct reason. But the whole thing operates from procurement in Dubai till finally dispensed of here. There are two running trails, two running systems parallel. One is of the yellow metal and second is of the money.
Right.
So it is not as simple as it is made out to be that somebody carrying. It is the outward manifestation as a woman carrying 14.8 kg. The investigation will also need a huge amount of international collaboration.
So don't think that it's
technical competence of a different type.
Absolutely. So don't think that this is just an innocent greed mistake by somebody being led onto this path. This is a sophisticated operation. People, those who are part of it, no matter which background do they come from, do not, in fact, get any, leeway points, to say the least. It needs a thorough investigation, and whosoever is behind this system needs to be, in fact, brought to book. Thank you so much to all my guests for joining me at this moment.